Greetings to you all. Welcome to Class 7, Term 3rd, Unit 2, Prose, a story of self-sacrifice and bravery. Book back exercise part 2, mind map and consolidation. Dear children, already we have dealt book back exercise till part G. Now we are going to continue from listening part. Listening, speaking, pictogrammar, use grammar, language checkpoint, writing, creative writing, etc. Okay, so you just listen carefully. Let's start with H section, listening passage. Announcement 1, pre-boarding announcement. Good afternoon, passengers. This is the pre-boarding announcement for flight 89B to Rome. We are now inviting those passengers with small children and any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding at this time. Please have your boarding pass and identification ready. Regular boarding will begin in approximately 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay, now you have listened to the announcement. Now let's see the questions. First one, what is the number of the flight? What's the number of the flight? 89B. It was very clear, isn't it? Fine. Second question, what are the things to be kept ready? What are the things to be kept ready? Boarding pass and identification. Third question, when will the regular boarding begin? The regular boarding will begin in 10 minutes. Okay, moving on to second announcement. Final boarding announcement. This is the final boarding call for passengers Alex and Ruskin Collins, booked on flight 372A to New Delhi. Please proceed to gate 3 immediately. The final checks are being completed and the captain will order for the doors of the aircraft to close in approximately 5 minutes. I repeat, this is the final boarding call for Alex and Ruskin. Thank you. Now let's see the questions for announcement 2. For whom is the final boarding call? Yarkalla in the final boarding call. Alex and Ruskin Collins. Okay. Second question. Where should the passengers proceed? The passengers should proceed to gate 3. Third question. Where is the flight to? The flight is to New Delhi. Okay, children? So you listen carefully. Again, then you will understand how to answer. Announcement 3. Pre-flight announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Flight 4B7 with service from Chennai to San Francisco. We are currently third in line for takeoff and are expected to be in air in approximately 7 minutes. We ask that you please fasten your seat belts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. Thank you for choosing Indian Airlines. Enjoy your flight. Children, now let's see the question answers for announcement 3. When will the flight be in the air? The answer will be, the flight will be in the air in 7 minutes. Second question, what are the things that should be turned off? It means switch off. Laptops and cell phones. Third question, what is prohibited during the flight? Smoking is prohibited in the flight. Fine, children. So if you listen carefully, you can easily write the answer. Children, moving on to speaking section. Read the storyboard and take roles as pilot and flight attendants to enact the scene. So now it's like a role play speaking, no? So you can take the roles of pilot and flight attendants to enact the scene. Shall we do? In-flight passengers announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, This is Indian Airline Flight 999 bound for New York. While you are getting comfortable in the cabin, this is a reminder that all carry-on baggage must fit securely either in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. The captain of the flight is Miss Fatima and I am Sylvia. Be in flight time to the destination will be 11 hours and 14 minutes. Our captain will provide you with more information after takeoff. Before our departure, please make sure that your seats are in upright position and tray tables are stowed. Also, please be aware that this is a non-smoking cabin and smoking in the lavatory or any part of cabin is strictly prohibited. And next one you see, cell phones and other electronic device should be switched off while landing and takeoff. We advise you to remain seated and fasten your seat belt and all time during our flight on behalf of Indian Airlines. We welcome you on board and wish you a pleasant journey. Please feel to ask any attendant for assistance. Thank you. Next one, children. Hello, everyone. This is the captain speaking, and I want to welcome you to Flight 18 bound for New York. Our flight time today is 1 hour and 14 minutes, and we'll be flying at an average altitude of 29,000 feet. The local time at New York is 11:45. It means 11:45. And the current weather is sunny, but there is a chance of rain later in the day. We will be arriving at gate 13. And next one you see, on behalf of Indian Airlines and the crew, I want to wish you an enjoyable stay in the Seattle area or at your final destination. Now, please sit back and enjoy the flight. Thank you. Now, children, we have listened to the dialogues or roles, right? Now we have heard all the announcements of the pilot, attendants, and everybody, right? So now you can take one role. So you can be a pilot, you can be a flight attendant, and you can speak with correct intonation, pronunciation, and everything. Fine? That will enhance your language. Moving on to the next one, children. Section J, speaking. Imagine that you're going to interview one of the survivors of the Pan Am hijack. Discuss with your partner and write down the conversation. Then, one of you play the role of the interviewer and other the survivor. You can use the sample questions given below. So, imagine you are the interviewer. பேட்டி எடுக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ பேட்டினாக்கா கொஷின்ஸ் எல்லாம் கேட்டு என்ன நடந்தது அப்படின்னு கேட்டு லைக் தட் யூ கோயிங் டு ஆஸ்க். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி பேட்டி எடுக்கிறது எப்படி பண்ணுவீங்க? பண்ணலாமா? So I'll just read the questions, then you are going to enact properly, okay? Okay, first question is, do you have any information regarding the suspects of the flight? So இது question இப்போ நீங்கள் இன்டர்வியூவாக கேட்குறீங்க. இப்போ பதில், அதாவது சர்வைவர் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? No, I don't have any information about the suspects of the hijack. எனக்கு எந்த ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ஆர் எந்த ஒரு டவுட்டும் கிடையாது. Second question, which countries did the hijackers belong? The hijackers in the country உள்ளவங்க survivor. I think they belong to Pakistan. நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணலாம்? திங்க் பண்ணி ஏதாவது ஒரு கண்ட்ரி நம்மளோட லெசனில் இருக்கிற மாதிரி எழுதிக்கலாம். Next one, interviewer. What are the details of the hijacked flight? The flight was Flight 73 and it belonged to Pan Am. It was flying with 360 passengers. It flew from Mumbai to United States via Karachi. Okay, next one, children. How many passengers were abroad? 360 passengers were abroad. இப்போ சர்வேயர் சொல்லுவாங்க 360 பேர் இருந்தோம். Okay, now interviewer what will tell? What happened in the last few minutes of the hijack drama? The hijackers lost patience and started shooting at the passengers. கடைசியே என்ன நடந்தது? ஹைஜாக்கர்ஸ்க்கு பொறுமையே போயிடுச்சு. They started to shoot the passengers. Neerja used this confusion to evacuate as many passengers as possible. இந்த டைமில் நீர்ஜா நிறைய பேரை காப்பாற்றி விடுறாங்க. Do you have information regarding the victims? சரி, உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது விக்டிம்ஸை பற்றி தகவல் இருக்குதா? No, I don't have any information about the victims. They belong to different countries. Indians, Germans, Americans and Pakistan among others. இவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கிறாங்க. Was there any recorded communication to or from the plane during the hijacking? No, there was not any recorded communication to or from the plane during the hijacking. Next question. How many terrorists were there? There were 4 terrorists. Next one. How did you feel when you were in the flight? சரி, எல்லாம் நடக்குது, நீங்கள் அங்கே இருக்கிறீங்க, எப்படி இருந்தது உங்களுக்கு? I felt terrified and dejected when I was in the flight. Next one. Can you recall Neerja's role in safeguarding the passengers? சரி, நீர்ஜா பண்ணது கொஞ்சம் ஞாபகம் இருக்குதா? என்ன பண்ணாங்க சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். Neerja saved 39 Americans by throwing the passports in the rubbish chute. When the hijackers started shooting at the passengers, Neerja, without minding her life, evacuated as many passengers as possible. When she was about to leave, she saw 3 children. Immediately, she went to help the children and felt the bullet of one of the hijackers. So, அந்த பொண்ணு 39 Americans save பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. எப்படி ஆக்கும்? She collected all the passports and threw it in the rubbish chute. அப்புறமா while she was about to leave, அவள் தப்பிக்கலான்னு இருக்கும்போது she saw 3 children. அந்த குழந்தைங்களை காப்பாற்ற போகும்போது she got shooting. Okay, அவளுக்கு ஷூட் ஆயிடுச்சு. That's why she died. Okay children, moving on to K section. Read the storyboard and make roles as pilot and flight attendants to enact the scene. So using the storyboard, you can just act, okay? Role play பண்ணிக்கலாம். Fine children? Alright, next one. So moving on to pictogramma. So you have pictogramma. We'll see how to do it. This is actually direct speech and indirect speech. இங்கே ஒன்று நடக்குது, அதை கேட்டுட்டு இன்னொரு வார்த்தை சொன்னால் என்ன நடக்கும், like that. Okay, like a conversation. For example, you see ants and all. Why is the little boy ant confused? Because all of his uncles are ants. Next one. The first ant asked dash. First ant என்ன கேட்குது? The second ant said. அப்போ first ant என்ன கேட்குதுங்கிறது, then second ant என்ன சொல்லுது. Next one, you picture, you see. We may be little late for dinner. So like that, one person is telling. So Varun said that they may be little late for dinner. Now see here. Slow down, please. Okay, I'm slowing down. So இப்போ ரெண்டு பேர் பேசுகிறாங்களா? How will you tell? Jane told the driver dash. Jane told the driver to slow down. The driver responded positively that he would slow down. Yesterday, I saw my friend Suja. She told me that she got a promotion. So இப்போ எப்படி எழுதுவீங்க? டுடேங்கிறது வந்து that day மாறும், yesterdayனா the previous day மாறணும், like that. Okay children? Alright, moving on to the next one. Direct speech, indirect speech. It means direct speech, reported speech. The exact words said by someone, okay, it means the exact words someone said, we use quotation marks. She said, comma, double quotation, open quotation, I meet my friend. Okay, அதாவது நேரே ஓன் வேர்ட்ஸ்க்கு பேர் டைரக்ட் ஸ்பீச். சரி, இப்போ இதை இன்டெரக்டாக மாற்றும்போது someone tells us what someone else said, we don't use quotation marks. She said that she met her friend. இப்போ இது வேறு யார் டைரெக்டாக பேசுகிறதுக்கு மட்டும் கொட்டேஷன் வரணும். எங்கேயோ கேட்டுட்டு எங்கேயோ சொல்கிறதுனாக்கா no need quotations. Okay, and there are some changes, 5 changes. என்னெல்லாம் அது? pronoun will change, expression of time and place will change, verb will change, அதாவது verb tenses, then word order for questions and reporting verb. அதாவது என்னென்னாக்கா ப்ரோனவுன். இப்போ நான் ஐ வாண்ட் வாட்டர்னு சொல்லும்போது அது நீங்கள் கேட்டு சொல்லும்போதுக்கா ஷீ வாண்டட் வாட்டர், ஐ வந்து ஷீயா மாறுது இல்லைன்னா ஹீயா மாறுது. சரியா? லைக் தட். எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் ஆஃப் டைம் அண்ட் பிளேஸ். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் சே ஆர் டெல். Say something. She said that she met her friend. Tell someone something. She told us that she met her friend. Okay, now let us see tense changes. Simple present will change into simple past. நிகழ்காலமாக இருக்கிறது கடந்த காலமாக மாறுது. Present continuous will change into past continuous. Okay, present continuous வந்து past continuous. Present perfect will change into past perfect. Present perfect continuous will change into past perfect continuous. Simple past will change into past perfect. Past continuous will change into past perfect continuous. And past perfect வந்து no change. அது அப்படியே உட்காந்துருக்கும். Will, shall, can will change into would, should, could. அதாவது can, could, shall, should, will, would அந்த மாதிரி. Have to or must will change into had to. Would, should will change into would or should or, and have plus past participle. Infinitive to வச்சு வரும் இல்லையா, to be, to talk, to walk எல்லாம் அதுக்கு past perfect tense. Imperative sentence வந்ததுனாக்கா அதாவது advice, suggestions and command, request and all will change into do it. அதாவது infinitive, to do it, like that. Fine children, now use grammar. We'll see the remaining in the next episode. Consolidation, mind